You're listening to El Americano Podcast, where barbershop talk meets backyard carne asada energy. Hosted by yours truly, Adam Lee, a Central Valley original, fueled by strong opinions and questionable sources. Yeah, I take deep dives and I get lost sometimes, but don't we all? From pop culture to sports, I'm here to stir the pot, crack some jokes, and keep it 100. All with that Americano twist, baby. No filter, all gas, no brakes, and all over the road. This is El Americano Podcast. All right, we're back for episode 5 with El Americano. I want to say thank you for everybody that subscribed, liked, and commented on our stuff. We feel that, we do it for you guys. Thank you for all the good love that we see, everybody. We got Omar back, we got Deuce, and we got Sugar Shane back. I know what you guys are all thinking right now. And I would love to bring more enthusiastic energy. But and I know Joe is hurt. I'm optimistic about what's going to happen. I think he's done for the year. I've already done the math on Sunday over and over again. He's not going to be back in December. He's going to be back in January. Jake Browning is a serviceable quarterback. And I'm going to hope that we can at least win 8 games. But then on the back end, we're probably not going to have a great pick. But I'm not the type of person to tank. What do you guys think?
Well, you know what? First off, man, I just want to say, you know what? I know you're feeling this. I know you're hurting deep down inside.
Really bad.
Because my boy loves the Bengals. I mean, there's a true passion there, right? You know what? The one thing about the Bengals is this. We're not going to pay too much more attention to the Bengals for the rest of the year, right? Because Joe's toe. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, you got no choice.
Everybody's probably going to be looking at, Browning's girl, right?
Yeah.
Who needed all the attention 2 years ago. Wearing the white bodysuit and the orange hat, jumping up and down in the press box, right?
I want her toe.
Look at me, right? I don't know, Browning. You might want to revisit that. I don't know.
Well, Jake Browning from Folsom, he can run, he can maneuver, but
got talent around.
He's got talent. He threw for almost 300 yards,
right?
3 interceptions, right. Came in cold. I think personally, what they should do is go after Jameis Winston. 5th, 7th rounder. I know there was a lot of talk about Carr. Somebody just told me right now about Kaepernick. I don't.
That's far fetched.
That's very far fetched. Yeah,
Adam, we know, that's not going to happen, and why? Because the ownership group, they're not going to go spend money. You saw who they went and signed.
Yeah,
they signed scrubs who are going to get paid the league minimum. They should go sign Jameis Winston.
They should
to go out the man.
Jamar Chase still balled up. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, everybody still balled out. The offense.
But that's only one game, though. That's only one game. I would give Jameis Winston that chance, that opportunity.
Well, yeah, you never know what happens in 4 weeks when you need to throw him in there and we have 3 wins and everybody else is struggling in the division. We're in first place right now. We're 2-0. I feel like we're 0-5.
I would say I would give it one game with Browning, see how that looks, and then give it another. Go give Winston. But go give Winston or whatever other quarterback.
But you know what, like Adam says a lot, right, is you know what you have in Browning.
We know. He's going to get opportunity.
Do you think he can get you into the playoffs?
No. I think we're going to end up finishing, I want to say 7-10.
Yeah.
I think we're going to gain some momentum and then we're going to fizzle out. I think Jamar Chase is going to try to do too much, which, I watched the game from beginning to end. He's a monster. He's a running back with the ball. In fantasy-wise, his numbers are I think they're going to drop. But I don't think they're going to drop dramatically. I think he's going to catch a lot more balls because they're going to force feed him. They just paid him all kinds of money. They're going to put him and they're going to work him because I think Zach Taylor, I don't think they're going to get rid of him. But, if this season doesn't finish with 7 wins, I think there can be some rumblings of maybe they need to bring in another coach.
You know what, though? Adam, this might be a blessing in disguise.
Maybe,
right?
Yeah. First 2 picks could be linemen next year.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Joe... I like to call him Glass Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
I'm tired of people sending me pictures of him like that. That is not Joe.
I know you don't like that, but check this out, man. Hey, we got to maybe protect Joe, build around him, and this might be a blessing in disguise where now you got draft capital where you can draft that guard.
Well, the blessing in disguise...
Or not even that. I feel like, what if they take Joe as for what he is right now, a lot of value for what he's got, as what you can get for Joe right now, what if they go and try and make a trade for this dude?
Oh, you know what, Shane? I'm going to ask you to leave right now.
No, what did they do?
Don't say that.
What did they do?
I'm about to reach over there.
What did they do?
What are you talking about? They're not going to trade Joe Burrow. Why would they trade? Look, let me tell you something. This is a silver lining. I'm going to give you silver lining.
He still has value right now.
Let me give you a silver lining. We're going to wrap up this Joe Burrow. I'm going to give you guys a great breakdown of this. There's a lot of comparisons to Tom Brady. But the thing is, he's not Tom Brady. Want to know why? Tom Brady gets rid of the ball, or if there's a sack that's going to come, he goes down. Joe's worst enemy is himself. He tries to make a play and compensate for the line, sometimes breaking down, and he wants to scramble. Now, him being a little more stationary and having this injury might help him to be like, you know what? I do need to be like Tom. Get down. Throw the ball away. Live for the next down. Why are you trying to make a big play in week 2?
But listen, bro, listen. He has missed 25% of his games. 25%. At the end of the day, bro,
margin right there.
You can't rely on that. Hey, listen. At some time, Bengals are going to have to think, you know what? Is this guy worth the $250 million we're paying?
He's worth every dollar. But
he's worth it, but come on now. You might as, if you're into rebuilding, you might as well go get
rebuilding. We're not going to rebuild.
I'm not. They said, but I mean, go take your chance in the draft. You could go get a good quarterback.
No.
Yeah,
that's a generational talent right there. Joe Burrow is an awesome quarterback. He just wanted to do too much, and he has bad.
But imagine what do you think you could get right now if they were to trade Joe Burrow?
No, we're not going to trade Joe Burrow. I don't even want to entertain any ideas like that. That's not even a part of. We just gave him a big contract. No one's going to want to trade for him on the back end. The end of his story is being a Super Bowl champion and overcoming obstacles and falling and getting up. Speaking about falling and getting up. You know, we'll touch on that, right? So, you know what? Okay, so
we'll get into that.
Well, let me break it down real quick. So, real quick with Joe, I knew it was going to be bad for Joe on Sunday, on Friday. I had a little bit of a spill. I don't know.
Adam, was it the same foot? Left foot that got caught?
Yes. It was
lost the same toe.
I lost. So, I was sitting out. So, I was going to the post office. I had a box with me. Stevie. If Stevie could pull up the video right now, I shared it with you guys. But it's weird. I fell at my house.
Same toe got caught.
Same toe. I was wearing a
chanclas.
A chanclas.
Right? Yeah, oh yeah.
And my flip-flop, for those that don't know chancla, got caught. And I like to think that I showed my athletic ability. Because, I mean, I popped up pretty good. I fell gracefully. I fell
I would say it was a very athletic fall.
Yeah.
Respectfully, you got a pretty
quick, right? Pretty quick.
Well, not even quick. It looked like shit. Like, did that even happen?
But it was, but it was a
does
little,
that happen right now?
A little foreshadowing there.
Yes,
right?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Are you connected with Joe?
I'm connected with Joe. Me and Joe are together. We're one. Because just like the way I popped up, he will come back and he will resurrect as well. This is not the year. And Joe will come back 2026, and I'm going to have the same energy. I'm going to have the same confidence because that man is a dog. He's already bounced back from the ACL. He's had the wrist issue. Now it's the toe. It's the most randomest things that happen. The ACL is what it is. He's had an appendix, a rupture right before a season. Like, Joe, I understand, Joe. Joe, I understand. Bad luck, Joe. You have bad luck, but it's okay because we're gonna be champions together, brother.
That's right.
We're gonna be, and I fell too, and I got up.
I was gonna say.
I hope Joe could see my video because it runs parallel with it. It literally, I fell, and then Joe fell, but we're not out. We're gonna get up, and we're gonna be okay.
All right, so, I like it. And you know what else?
You got faith.
I went back and I watched a little bit of the Bengals film because I didn't totally. Adam was big on their defenses. Hey, listen, this is a different kind of defense, and their defense is flying around the field. They're different than that team that was there last year.
There's a lot of guys that want to get paid.
But you know what it is too, though. I feel like obviously even if you are no name, and not saying they're no names on your guys' defense, but what I'm saying is when you hear a lot of talk saying you're trash, you're hearing trash.
I told you guys that.
They hear that all off season.
Yeah.
You don't think they got something to prove now? I'm just saying you're making these players want to play harder.
You start realizing that it's you versus everyone else.
Well, it's almost like the Cowboys, right? And the Micah Parsons thing. Hey, Cowboys defense, Cowboys team is believing in something right now. All they hear about is what right now, Adam? Oh, Micah Parsons this, Micah Parsons that. And look at the Cowboys. What are they? 2-0, right? In a weak division?
They're 2-0?
They're not 2-0.
No, they're 1-1. 1-1. They lost that opening game.
To the Eagles, yes. To the Eagles, right? Which, they're a good team. but they're going to make a run, man. Dak has that team believing.
Well,
I
if
think.
you look at the first one, I had them finishing second.
And Javonte is actually running really smooth right there. And that
Right?
I knew that was going to go
CeeDee
pretty good for
Lamb,
him.
George Pickens, they got the weapons. The defense has a little chip on their shoulder, almost like Keenan Allen's chip. Everybody saw that?
Yeah.
That was foul, right? But don't be surprised, man. Dallas Cowboys in that weaker division. Well, I mean, you got the Eagles, but you got the Giants there. You got the Cowboys. I think they can make a little
Hey,
run
Giants
there.
are no slouch though, right now.
No, I told you their defense is solid.
But what it is though is if Russell Wilson can even play to somewhat of that par of what he even did this past weekend,
He's going to be up and down.
It's been a while.
it's going to be up and down. But if he can even do something like that, he's going to give Neighbors, he's going to give that whole offense an opportunity to be something good, something they haven't been. You know, what I mean?
Just to push back on Dallas, just to kind of touch back on that, I think Dallas is going to be as good as their offensive line. I think they're young.
Yeah.
I think they need to keep Dak up. I think there's going to be a lot of fantasy points, which we projected Dak to have a lot of fantasy points. We knew he was going to ball out. People that own George Pickens, if you're getting hit up for George Pickens, don't trade him. Keep him. Keep it pushing. Dak, CD, yeah. And Williams.
He needs to keep his head on his shoulders, though. You'll see the little things like grabbing the defender's ankles and twisting him, and it's like, bro,
he gets handsy.
right? Well, it's just he loses it a little bit.
He needs to
stand
kind of
down.
He's a second grader
Hey.
with a crush on the little
Right?
girl.
But you know what it is though? He's probably just not getting the ball. So you know what I mean? He's probably just, you know what I mean?
Well, Dak's not comfortable quite yet with him, but he does get him the ball, but there's no deep threat.
You gotta
He can't-
just take that
he
deep shot
likes
with
to
him,
joust.
though.
He likes to joust with the ball. He's like DeAndre Hopkins. a
But
little
like
bit.
Sugar was saying, though, they're running the ball fairly decent. That's very important, especially when you don't have a strong defense.
And especially
you have
from-
to keep them off the field.
Coming from last year, they didn't have no running. Like they didn't have no. Their rushing was trash last year.
That reminds me too. I think Chase Brown's they're gonna start feeding Chase Brown the ball a lot.
Well, yes, you need to. You need to use your running back. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? You
They're
got to
gonna start
use
feeding
them.
the
You got to implement the run game.
You do.
That's how you win the game. I feel like.
Another thing I wanted to touch on too, the 49ers. So I reached out to Sugar and I told him, hey, don't be surprised if Mac Jones balls out. I know this is going to be crazy and 49er fans are going to lose their mind right now, but I think Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Brock Purdy. I think him being taller, he's able to survey the field a lot better. He's a little bit more robotic than Purdy, but I guarantee you, if the weather changes, he's going to be the same quarterback. He's only going to get more comfortable. Don't be surprised if Mac Jones is your quarterback for the rest of the season. Don't be surprised. And you know, on underdog, whatever it is, the over-under on him, always take the over. Always take the over. He's going to kill it. That's Shanahan's offense.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Just because we just paid Purdy, and I feel like we can't, just because you like what you've seen from Mac Jones for one game against the Saints, I'm not sold on that yet. You know what I mean? He did great. Don't get me wrong. But I watched the game. There was a lot of plays where I was like, ooh. It almost felt like Garoppolo was back in that 10 again. A little bit.
That would have been an interception. Did he throw a pick? Did Mac
No,
throw?
he didn't.
No.
But
then that's like Garoppolo.
No, exactly. But there was a lot of those throws where you're like, there was. I watched that game and I was like, dang, that was almost a pick.
Shanahan wanted him when they came out.
He wanted him out of the draft, right?
But he wanted him. That's why it's good that he runs that system really well, though. He can run in that system pretty well. But Purdy, he's got us to the Super Bowls. He can't really. A lot of quarterbacks can't do that. You know what I mean?
Mac Jones, right? He was very successful in college. He was limited with his arm strength, but the Niners have shown that that's not important in their
Brock Purdy
offense.
has
Look
a
at
water
Brock
gun
Purdy.
arm. He has a water gun arm.
Correct? Right? Not only that, now you bring Robert Saleh back, okay?
You got a better
that defense
I love
is
it, bro.
believing.
Yeah.
They're flying around the field. And they beat a Seahawks team who is very good.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
they did.
people are kind of like knocking him just because you know what I mean. It wasn't a good game from both sides, but that team is really good.
Right. Robert Saleh has them believing. Fred Warner, they
And-
got a leader.
And then I like D Winters. D Winters, I love. He reminds me of Greenlaw when he before the injury before you know what I mean. And like Fred, he flies around. It's nice having two linebackers covering that field.
It's going to be interesting when Brandon Ayuk comes back. I think like if they can have a decent record when he comes back, because they need help at a receiver. Jennings is doing cool.
Pearsall looks good,
looks
though.
really good, in which we had a feeling that Pearsall was going to do that. But if you can surround a quarterback like Brock Purdy with weapons, you saw what happens. You've seen what happened. Now with Mac Jones, I think like I'm ready to bring up the 49ers a little bit.
Hey.
Where I was
But
originally
I
out
also
with
like
them.
what I'm seeing from McCaffrey too. I like what I'm seeing from that catch. You know what I mean? Running routes out here. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing out here, and he's making it easier for Mac Jones.
Let me let you know something. They're going to start depending on him a lot more as the season goes on.
Well, that's fine for me.
Yeah,
he's that player.
Yeah,
he's
but-
that guy.
But a quick development on the 49ers is that who might be available on Sunday as emergency quarterback? Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy saw that Jones played well. You don't think the competitor's like, oh man, he's not taking my job?
Yeah.
Well, you don't. Yeah, that's what I was.
He can lose the job just like what he found it.
I might not be as hurt as I think I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
it's funny how that works.
Because I think Mac Jones is. I'm going to give you a breakdown. Shanahan had Sam Darnold. Okay, awesome. Then he has Brock Purdy, and now he has Mac Jones. Like, what is the common denominator here?
I think
It's Shanahan.
I think it's the competitiveness too, though. Of that.
No. That's you talking with the corazón and why not waste your money on the wrong quarterback.
No. I trust Brock Purdy. He's done a lot.
We
of
have
good.
no choice now.
No, he's done a lot of good for us to this. I mean, he hasn't really done wrong for us. So I mean, I can't really feel too bad about where we're at with him. You know what I mean?
But it's good to have options. And Mac Jones, I think, is going to be your number one option.
But he needs to remain a backup for the rest of the. Yes, that's how it is. He's gonna have to remain a backup for the rest of this, unless Purdy doesn't do what he's supposed to be doing. Then yes, that's when we make that move. But we just signed him to a contract before the season started. We got to run it through.
2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns for Mac Jones on Sunday?
I think Brock Purdy's gonna throw for 2. I think Brock Purdy's playing
No.
Sunday.
This last week. Last week.
I think he had 3 touchdowns, and I do think Brock Purdy's playing Sunday.
No.
He was just at practice today.
If Brock Purdy goes out there and does poo-poo in the bin, you're gonna see Mac Jones the following
But you
week.
can't give up on him. Yeah.
No.
But I mean, the team's 2-0 right now. What do you? I mean,
I think with the quarterback position with John Lynch drafting Trey Lance and pulling the trigger and throwing Brock Purdy in there, the 49ers right now are in like let's just win mode, and whoever's the best guy, because they're starting to realize it's just Shanahan. The coaching in San Francisco is off the charts, and it just keeps them competitive. And I slept on that a little bit, but I didn't realize that like, hey, Mac Jones is gonna be Kyle Shanahan's guy, and I think that's gonna be the silver lining.
are you really that sold on Mac Jones?
Sold. I think he tore up his first season.
Listen.
Do you really think so? Cincinnati should go trade for Mac Jones. We got him available.
No.
Mac Jones, Brock Purdy, whatever. Okay, it's Shanahan.
It's Shanahan.
You can take Derek Carr off the streets right now on that team.
300 yards.
And he's going to play well. It's about that defense. It's about Robert Saleh. And he's got those boys playing and believing and playing fast.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
what it's about.
If the Rams beat Philadelphia, and when you guys play the Rams, we're going to be able to measure what's going on.
I'm glad we're going against a divisional rival or division rival already in Arizona, because they're 2-0 too. We play them this weekend on Sunday. So if we win this weekend, we're 3-0. We knock a division team in the same division down a notch, and we start getting the lead. Hopefully we can see the Rams, tie it up, same undefeated. So it keeps that competitiveness coming through.
Yeah. The 49ers are playing a little better than I originally thought when we first put up, where I thought they were going to finish last. I think they have potential to go all the way and make the playoffs now, but Mac Jones needs to be their quarterback. I think Brock Purdy, what you're going to realize coming pretty soon, I'm telling you.
Adam, so you're telling me right now that you think 3 teams are going to go from the NFC West? 'Cause I'll tell you right now,
two.
The Rams.
I'm ready to flip the 49ers for the Seahawks. I think originally that's what I had.
Absolutely not.
I think the Seahawks, the biggest problem with the Seahawks that I'm seeing is that their offensive line breaks down really bad. And I think Sam Darnold needs more time. And I think Sam Darnold, what you're seeing, he misses Shanahan. He misses, he had a good season last year because who did he have in Minnesota? He's had these offensive geniuses. He goes to Seattle, he doesn't have that anymore.
No, but he has Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's got a running game. He's got a coach that knows the game.
And he has Cooper Kupp over there as a receiver too.
It's about defense, right? We're going to play hard defense. You're going to go up against the 12th man in Seattle, okay?
He's going to have good love at home.
Sam Darnold is very athletic, can make every throw. They got a solid team around him. I think it's Rams, Seahawks. Ain't no way the Niners get in the playoffs.
I think the Niners, if the Niners win another game, who's your next game again? I'm sorry?
We're playing Arizona on Sunday.
Where's it at?
It's at home.
You know what? Arizona's hot garbage. They almost threw that game away. They had a huge lead, and they let Carolina almost come back.
You can't let Bryce Young.
Arizona is cursed like the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Arizona,
What that quarterback? That quarterback.
They got all the talent in the world. Marvin Harrison, Kyler Murray. They spent a ton of money on defense. And they just cannot put it together.
I think with them, it comes down to like Kyle Murray. You gotta give him certain plays, and then sometimes he holds onto the ball too long, and he just wants to run around. It's like if you're gonna run, go north and south, or go north, not south, but go north. Don't go east to west. He wants to run side to side. He's playing flag football, and I think Marvin Harrison. I'm still high on him. I'm still starting him. I still have him in there. It's one good week or one fair week and one bad week, but the tight end's also struggling there. So it's not a him problem. It's a team problem. McBride hasn't done anything in 2 weeks. Hasn't done anything.
Yeah, he hasn't done much. Nothing special.
Yeah. So Niners, I'm a little bit more higher on them.
And then just to touch on it, I like their first round pick after what I've seen the past 2 games so far. From what I've seen, he's a really good defensive tackle, DN. He even plays DN. He's quick on the ball. I seen him. Kamara's not an easy person to tackle. He was catching him, so that's good to see off of someone like that.
Yeah,
and he's been getting double teams.
They have no problem drafting that position.
Yeah, that's
it's
good
where teams have certain positions they can't draft at, and like it's quarterback for you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's quarterback. Linebackers, receivers, you're good. Linemen, offensive linemen, you're solid. But Niners, I am a little bit higher on. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders. We just came off a game Monday. Justin Herbert is balling out.
Yeah.
He's balling out. The Raiders, what my overall thoughts on them in the first 2 weeks of the season is that Pete Carroll, the number one thing that stood out to me after week 1 is that Pete Carroll has everybody believing in that room. Pete Carroll, after the game, the way they were celebrating, the way they were pumping each other up, I think they just ran into a Chargers team that has, like I said, a top 5 quarterback from day one. And then all of a sudden, Quint Johnson is catching the ball. He's on people's fantasy teams, which that guy couldn't, like I referenced on the podcast that he couldn't catch a cold. All of a sudden, he's catching bombs on you guys. And then you look at the weapons they have. Harris is looking all right. Najee seems like he's picking up a little bit. I think Hampton is going to ramp up. He fumbled, but I just give it time. But Najee does have, you want to roster him 1,000%.
But everyone's sleeping on the fact that Chargers defense last year was the number 1 team that didn't allow points. So this is the same defense pretty much coming into this year.
Derwin James balled out.
Yeah,
Derwin James was everywhere. Yes. But how do you feel about the Raiders' performance after the first 2 weeks?
Biggest takeaways from that game. Chargers are absolutely legit. Okay?
Yes.
Jim Harbaugh is going to do what Jim Harbaugh has done.
I said they were going to finish first in the division. No,
he's going to play. He's going to play strong, disciplined football. He's going to let the other team make all the mistakes, okay? That's what happened on Monday night. Very strong defense. They brought 4 all night, maybe 5 once or twice, right? Because that's all they had to do, drop 7. But the number one problem, so let's dig a little bit more into the Raiders.
They were just speeding up Geno. Geno had a grip of interceptions. They were speeding up.
Listen, Adam, Chip Kelly dropped the ball. You don't ask Geno Smith to throw the ball 43 times against a 7-man, sometimes 8-man drop.
He's throwing into zones. He's throwing into windows that are closed.
But establish the run game, though, for some reason.
Jetty's not getting the ball as much as
So listen.
I touched on that they were, but I thought they were going to do this at the end of the season, like midway point. They're doing it already. They're not giving him the ball a lot.
He had 11 carries.
No, how many carries?
What you said is they're going to ramp him down because they weren't going to be a good team. That's not what's happening here.
Well, they're ramping him down, and they were 1-0.
Adam, it was game 2.
That's true.
It was game 2. Let's pump the brakes on that, okay?
Okay.
What happened is this: they're giving the ball to Genty. They gave him the ball 11 times. Okay, that's absolutely atrocious, and it's unacceptable. Chip Kelly needs to hand him the ball at least 20 times.
That's what we worked out.
That's number 1.
18 to 22 times a game. I told you.
Alex Kappa. Fire him immediately.
I'm so happy we got rid of him to you.
Yeah.
Right guard, it don't matter. The only reason he was playing was because JPJ was hurt, right? But this is what's going to happen. JPJ, like I said originally on the podcast, will go to center, okay? He's an all-pro center. Jackson Powers Johnson needs to go back to center, kick Meredith back out to guard, and let's run the ball 20 times. That's number 1, okay? But I'll tell you this. The problem, not only was Chip Kelly refusing to run the ball on second down, run the stinking ball, Geno Smith shouldn't throw it 40 times, was this. Our defense, while they did hold the Chargers to 20 points. They did not play disciplined ball. 2 minutes left in the game. You got Blue sitting back in a cover 3. You have one job in a cover 3. Don't let anyone get behind you. You have to know, you have to play complementary defense, and you have to know what's happening in front of you. So now you're asking your corner to play a cover 3 defense. Your number one job is to stay deep, okay? But you have to know what's happening up in front. We brought 3 guys on a pressure. 2 minutes left in the half. You got Max Crosby in the flats. Give me a break. Our best pass rusher is sitting in the flats, right?
Yep.
On the field side, it's an absolute joke. Flip them over. If you're going to bring 3 dudes, at least have Max Crosby be one of those 3
because
guys.
he's like 2 guys.
Okay? But at the same time, which it was a beautiful play design, the way he was catching the corner's eyes on that dig. Quinn Johnson sneaks, looks like he's going to run a dig route across the field
and then
comes right back behind him. Beautiful play design, but it doesn't matter. And this is something you hear on the football field a lot, and you'll hear on the sidelines a lot. You're watching on Sundays, you'll hear this. Do your job.
That's right. Bill Belichick.
Do your job. Blue, stay back. Okay, you're bringing 3 guys, which means Herbert's probably going to have a lot of time to throw that ball.
And he's got a pistola. He's
right?
the opposite of Purdy. That's a
Beautiful.
bazooka.
I'll tell you what, it's just little things like that. The discipline, right? When you know you're bringing pressure from the second level, from the linebackers, safeties, trigger immediately. Play fast, play strong, but they don't believe yet.
They don't believe it.
I like what the defense is doing. I like what they did because we did hold them to 20 points, even though our offense played terribly and we couldn't sustain drives. We couldn't run the ball inside the 20s. Well, you know what? We didn't even attempt to run the ball inside the 20s.
You know what I noticed too? I feel like Jamal Adams, he's good. He's a great tackler. But I feel like he's in this like situation where they linebacker, safety. He's not really good in coverage. And with a quarterback like Herbert, he can stretch the field. I'm not too sure if he's the right guy.
Well, no. So Jamal Adams is playing linebacker for us. He's no longer a safety. He's playing strong side linebacker. He's done a great job. Our interior D tackles, amazing game. Our linebackers had a great game. At the end of the day, our safeties and our corners dropped the ball. Hey, listen, just little things, right? And I'm sorry, I don't mean to get too technical.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, but you know I love football.
Jermaine Pratt almost came up with the pick too.
Jermaine Pratt, but you got to come up with that.
Former Bengal.
You know, a Jim Harbaugh defense comes up with that, capitalizes. You cannot not capitalize on huge errors that way.
Especially on that fumble.
But you see the little things. And you know what? And like I said, I apologize for getting too technical. But when you're playing a cover 2 defense, Eric Stokes, okay? The number one thing you have to do is you have to press them a little bit, let your linebackers drop into your weakness, which is a slant. But the one thing you cannot do in a cover 2 defense is give that wide receiver, Trey Harris, who went for 20 yards. That's a big play.
Yeah.
You cannot let him have an outside release.
No.
Because you have to have that.
You lost leverage.
Well, you have to let that safety come over. Do your job.
But that's what I'm saying. So
discipline, Adam. Discipline.
Discipline. But the way the defense was getting stretched out, they're playing a really badass quarterback. Justin Herbert can deliver the ball on a dime from 40 yards away. So I think the Raiders are good. I think they're going to be okay and they're going to be all right. I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think it's just they got outclassed by a better team. That's all it is.
The biggest thing though is them losing. I mean, it's the Chargers, so it's kind of really, you can't really knock them for that. They're a solid team, but the biggest thing is them not winning this game is because your guys' biggest threat, was biggest threat because they don't look like too much of a threat. The Chiefs are now 0-2. Like, this is the time where one of these teams now take over.
It's the Chargers. I think it's pretty clear cut after 2 weeks. It's going to be the Chargers all year.
You got to take advantage.
This is what, I mean, like I said, bro, the Chargers are the real deal. Herbert looks like Josh Allen out there. He's healthy.
He runs.
Yes. You know, he runs the ball. He showed everybody, listen, I've arrived.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're not playing disciplined defense and staying within your lanes, right, and not doing your job, I'm going to tear you up.
He will throw a laser beam through the seam, and it's like he fits it through a window. That's why since he came in the league, when it was Herbert or Burrow, I was like, whoever we get, I'm going to be cool with. But you could just tell, like, Herbert, he's a beast. I've always thought he's a top 5 quarterback.
And let me say another thing, which a lot of people won't say, and I think almost as a Raider fan, you're afraid to do this, right? because everybody loves him so much. And I do too, man. The dude has transformed our defense. Max Crosby. Listen, Max, when we're playing a player of Justin Herbert's caliber, you cannot just jump inside. You have to be disciplined. You have to stay in your lane, and you have to keep him inside the pocket. On that touchdown pass that he threw to Keenan Allen in the corner of the end zone, if we had kept him in the pocket, that touchdown pass doesn't happen.
Yeah, he roams and he goes with Keenan Allen. He hits him, which Keenan Allen, low key, fantasy gold if you got him. Like I think he's gonna be in a PPR. I was not about him. I felt like he was too long in the tooth.
He was gonna be solid, bro.
I slept on him.
But a little thing I want the Raider fans to watch is Max tends to not play a team defense at times.
Well, I think he can't get away with it against a superstar like Justin Herbert too. Well, it exposes him.
The thing is this, bro. You have to play as part of the team. Do your job. You can't just knife in there. Oh, man, we got a 3-yard loss on that play. But guess what happens? I'd rather have my players do their job and have a 1-yard gain instead of a 3-yard loss, because when you guess wrong and you knife in there, what's going to happen? He's going to escape, and now it's a 20-yard touchdown pass in that corner.
And he's dangerous. Like with his legs. Do your
job.
Do your jale. He's saying do your jale. Do your job.
You got me all fired up, man. I could talk about the Raiders game on Monday night.
Raiders!
All day, man.
Who they got next?
It broke my heart. So we got the Redskins, right? We got the Redskins this week.
But the backup quarterback.
That's a good call.
No.
He's going to play? Daniels is going to play? LaRusso's going to fight?
I don't believe Daniel's going to play, but even if he does, Raiders going to get it.
I would like to see Jaden go against him, just because that'd be another test for you guys.
I want to see Genty get the ball 22 times.
And he will.
Give him the rock.
They're listening to it.
You know what's weird? He looks like a little, I don't say what a little person. Sometimes he's real small and like I don't know, but he does bounce off of people nicely.
Oh, no.
I do understand when you gave me that little comparison of Trent Richardson. He's a little smaller version.
Ooh, he's like a baby Lynn.
Which O called a long time ago when Trent Richardson was a rookie from Alabama. He told me that he was too buff and he couldn't run, and he was 100% right. So I want to give you some love on that.
But the thing is, okay, but now watching Genty run, he's no Trent Richardson. The man has vision. He just needs opportunity. And the way these kids are bouncing off of that,
they're bouncing off those tree trunks of legs.
Unbelievable.
He has way more wiggle than Hampton, which we knew that.
And I feel so much better because I while watching Trent Richardson's film, I mean, it's almost like you could switch their uniforms and it was the same player. It scared me.
If the Raiders,
Genty's a real deal.
The Raiders had a option to fill in the draft next year, a position. Of course, you draft the quarterback if it's there, but most likely you're probably not going to have a top rank. But like, if you had to pick a skill position or a lineman, what do you think? It's like a need. What do you need? It's a receiver, right?
Absolutely not.
No.
Listen, the way you build
from the inside out.
You've heard me.
Yeah.
I'll preach to you all day about this.
Yeah.
You build from the inside out. If that D tackle is there, you take that D tackle. If that stud guard is there, and you build out.
Because it just like we always talk about, you can always hide bad DBs with good defensive tackles, but you can't hide defensive tackles with great DBs.
Adam, what did Micah Parsons say? He's always played with either an all-pro corner or a Pro Bowl corner. And why?
Because of him.
Because I'm getting that quarterback, and he knows he's got to get it out now.
The clock's ticking faster.
And that cornerback now, man, he can jump on every route.
100% right.
But that's the difference, though, with that. You know what I mean? When you have someone like Max Crosby, Micah Parsons coming in, it comes from usually like a 5 seconds, whatever it is with the regular type of DN.
Yeah.
But when you have someone like that, you got
to get rid of it.
3 seconds max to make a decision, get the ball out.
Speaking of segue into Green Bay, you're good with the Raiders? You want to get a little bit more? I see you got a lot on your chest. The Raider fans are listening. They want to know what you're feeling, bro.
I've been hurting, bro. And listen,
no. Don't tell me about hurting. No one can hurt more than me right now.
Our QB's toes are still intact, baby. Don't trip. But listen,
don't be
Raider Nation,
too much, man.
You need to realize this. We got the right leader at the helm. Pete Carroll is the right man.
That's the number one thing I take away from your team.
He's the right man. Our ownership group has shown that it's not about them. It's about the team first and hiring Tom Brady. We're on the right path. And I'm excited to see what our future has in store.
Yeah, I think the Raiders with Brock Bowers and Genty have cornerstones. And the third cornerstone to that, is Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's a stud. He's gained that. The Raider patch, you're going to pretty smooth. It's going to come off. It's going to be 2 eyes. The Raiders are going to be able to see a playoff run next year.
So who's your guys' backup for Geno?
Oh, we got
O'Connell.
huh?
O'Connell?
Oh yeah.
No. Kenny
no?
Pickett. We traded for
Oh,
Kenny
no.
Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, we traded for Kenny Pickett.
You got Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, Kenny Pickett was our backup QB, right? I saw him on the sideline and I was hoping he wouldn't go in the game. No, Geno Smith. Geno Smith is the right guy. But the thing is this, don't ask him to throw it 43 times when you got Ashton Jeanty in the backfield. And we'll fix that.
I think he's hurting too by not having elite receivers.
So what?
No, we don't need it. We got Brock. Jacoby Myers has shown he's going to get open. Yards after catch. Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton. We have a complementary offense, but we have to run the ball.
Run the ball. I think this week you're going to see a lot of running the ball because there's a lot of teams struggling. This last week, the first week, everybody got off to putting up points. And all of a sudden, that second week, everything just came screeching
And you
to
know
a
what?
halt.
And let's talk a little bit about this. When it comes to coaching, you guys do your job too. What is Zamir White doing returning kicks? Listen, you cannot take the ball out of the end zone, right? And only return it to the 21-yard line 3 times. That is over 40 yards of field position you just gave away to the opposite team. When you down it or let the ball go into the end zone, right? You take it to the 35. Let's be smart.
Yeah.
But that's on the coaches too,
That's on the
though, Adam.
coaches.
Yeah.
That's all. That whole new game, like when it comes to kickoffs, it's a little tricky. People are losing fantasy points.
Well, it is because even Caleb Johnson, he even had a mess up this past.
Yeah.
That's
I
on
don't
the
even know how
coaches.
you even do that. I'm like, man, the dude just let it go
He's
by.
young.
But that's
He's
on the
young.
coaches. What's Caleb Johnson, who runs a 4.640, great inside runner, very patient. What's he doing returning kicks?
I think they're just trying to find a way to get a player out there on the field and use him and as an asset at some capacity. But you got to figure those are situational situations that players need to, be a little more veterans. And he's a rookie because he just literally gave the game away right there at that
That's a
point.
mistake.
It was a loss.
mistake.
It was a loss. from
Player
there.
mistake. But yeah, that was.
Seattle won that game, and I think that was big. That was a big swing. But just to, the Parsons situation you were talking about, I was going to segue into Jordan Love, which
your boy.
I told you guys Jordan Love was a dark horse.
Mm-hmm.
I think Green Bay for sure now is going to be the representative in the NFC. But I'm also going to give some love to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield did ball out.
Oh yeah,
did ball out.
My boy's a dog.
Yeah, he was cool. He made some throws.
He's a
Hey,
dog.
that
Runs.
play, that fourth.
Hey, you guys got pretty pumped up right now.
Well, it's because he's getting the praise he deserves a little bit.
A little bit. He made some key throws.
Not even that. The 4th and 10, and was it 4th and 10 or 4th and 9? When he
Clutched
was about to
one.
look, all that pressure came in, ducked in. You know what I mean?
He
made a good run.
Ibuka, is it Ibuka?
Ibuka, yeah.
He's a stud.
Okay.
He's a stud.
A little bit though. Egbukwa, he might be out, and I think he is out. Watching him at the end of the game, he had a groin pull. Okay. So who they playing? Tampa Bay's playing the Jets.
It's gonna be a bloodbath
It's gonna be
because
Hey,
Because you got Mike
Ibuka?
Evans, if maybe it's
no
yours.
Godwin. Okay.
Mike Evans,
It's gonna be a defensive game. Justin Fields is hurt as well, I believe. Justin Fields, although
Concussion
might
protocol?
play,
He might, yeah. It's
but
like a hit.
but they
in
don't know
between.
yet. But listen, Baker, you know what I loved about that game, right? Baker, when he ran on that run, he got hurt.
yeah,
and then
he stood up and he kind of like
But
got through it.
He did like 3 of those runs. in that
Gardner
game.
Johnson got it in his face. Baker forgot about the injury. That boy is a dog. He forgot about the injury. Said, "Boy,
I'm not
gonna
all
go
in
win.
all the way. All
Hey,
I'm saying,
I'm gonna go win this game," and that's what he did.
he did. He showed up. He showed up in a game against
Bucky,
Houston.
That dude's solid.
Yeah, Bucky
Solid.
Irving is
That's
gold right now, which I was not a big fan of.
Bro.
Especially in the second round. I was like, maybe third round.
No,
you know what I mean? I didn't see him as a second round. I'll admit when I'm wrong.
That
But
dude's
it's still early.
solid.
One thing I can guarantee you is that Jordan Love is still going to have a better season than Baker Mayfield. 100%. 100%. 100. Statistically, no doubt.
But the
in my
reason
mind.
why I think maybe not is because if that defense dominates the game, he's already taken out the game. You got Josh Jacobs running the ball over there. They're relying more on them over there than they are over there in Green Bay.
Jordan Love is lacking weapons right now. They went and got that rookie receiver who I like, right? But he is a rookie. They have, like you said, a stud defense. I mean, That defense,
It's the number one defense.
flying,
Parsons.
they're physical.
Van
The
Ness.
back end is tough. Their linebackers
Is
are
it Xavier
fast.
Howard? No,
No,
not
Xavier McKinney.
Yeah, that guy's
from
a
the
stud.
Giants. They
number
picked
25.
Okay.
No, there's a corner. It's Nixon.
Nixon.
He balled out.
You know what's crazy? That dude plays kick returner and everything, and he's
Yeah,
out there.
Keyshawn Nixon is an absolute stud. But now you got Rashawn Gary, Micah Parsons. Man,
Studs.
what's that big kid? Not out of Iowa. The big white kid, bro, from that Green Bay drafted a couple years ago.
That plays D tackle.
He plays, well, they're moving him inside. He was playing
Van Ness?
DN. Van Ness.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons took his job, but now they're kicking him
They're
inside.
deep. They're deep.
They're deep. They're unbelievable, bro.
But
I mean,
Micah
they're
Parsons,
flying.
Walker.
They're physical.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't believe that Jordan Love will have the numbers Baker will, only because
They're not gonna
they
be
will
behind.
rely on that defense.
Well, that defense.
They're going to run the ball.
And not
they
even
don't-
that you're going to rely on them, though. They're just going to do their thing.
and
They're
they
just gonna do
don't
their
have
thing.
the weapons, but let's give a little love to Tucker Kraft. When
Dude,
you brought up the
2
one of our
games in a row.
podcasts,
2 games in a
Tucker
row.
Kraft is an absolute stud. He believes in himself. Hey,
He's gonna have a magical season where he's
he
gonna put
has
up top
all-
5 tight end
Dude,
numbers.
he's just open. I don't
He
know
has
what it is.
all the tools, the intangibles. He can run. He's physical. Everybody's stepping up into the box to try to stop
The
Josh
line's looking
Jacobs.
good.
And now all of a sudden, you see Tucker Kraft slip out.
Yeah, I think they're destined to be in the NFC Championship.
Well, they
game
have
and
to
the
be.
Super Bowl
You know what
easily.
it is? Packers, they've been making good moves for like the past 4 years already.
they know.
Drafted Jordan Love, got rid of Aaron Rodgers, started him, got traded or picked up Josh Jacobs off of free agency. You know what I mean?
Well, they traded. Yeah, they picked him up free. The Raiders didn't want to pay him.
So they
didn't.
picked him up, you know what I mean? And then they traded for McKinney. Now they're traded for Parsons. They're
Well,
trying,
that's- I mean,
they're
you know
trying to
what?
win.
They got a good coach too.
And not only they got a great coach.
yeah, I
right?
was like, they got a good
He's
Peter
a gamer.
LaFleur.
He's a gamer. And not only that, the NFC is absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
They're terrible.
It's a crapshoot. It's a little bit of a crapshoot right now in the NFC. If there's one team,
Name me
But,
another team.
Yeah.
but I would like to see them against the Lions. I want to see them against something like that because the Lions, everyone's
I'm
a little.
still not sold on the Lions. I'm still not sold on them. I'm sold on them to finish. I
They
think I
look
picked
really
them,
good though.
I think I picked them to finish second when we did the overall, but I did pick Green Bay to finish first.
but Lions look
And the
good,
Bears
though.
are good. Everybody was hyped about the Bears. I told you the Bears are basura. The Bears are
no
no good.
one was hyped on them.
No, people were saying they're going to win the Nick Wright.
What?
Those guys, Nick Wright they're going to win the division.
Man, Nick Wright's hanging his hat on Patrick Mahomes.
yeah, I'm like,
that's
dude.
probably the only thing he said in the last 5-6
That's
years
why
that
he's
makes
there.
any sense.
You know?
Right? We get that. We've talked about
Yeah,
that.
that's-
Right?
that's trash
He's
ball.
a joke. But no one believed, at least in this room, right?
No.
That's trash ball.
Yeah, he picked them. I want to say it was him that picked them to finish first, and I'm like, dude, where are you
Well,
getting that
whoever it
from?
was, that's a terrible source right there. That's
Horrible.
a questionable. That's a questionable source
Yeah,
right
come
there.
to El Americano. We got better stuff here for you. And I'm honest. I don't know where I got that from. I'm scared to give it to you. You know?
Yeah, like
But Jordan Love over Baker Mayfield 100%. But if there's one team in the NFC where I'm like, this team right here has got my eye and I'm interested in them, who do you think I'm going to say right now? Who do you think? Take a guess.
Oh, so that's an easy one.
What? Give it to me.
Los Angeles Rams.
That I think's on the cusp. We already kind of knew that one. I was telling you guys the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh,
No, the Atlanta Falcons defense, dogs.
Yeah.
They're gonna get after it. That team's gonna improve. Penix, that game on was it Sunday night? Penix and McCarthy. That was a horrible game.
So we liked McCarthy. What do you think? Do you think? You know what I mean? We still like
So-
him after what we're seeing.
Oh
or
no,
like,
no! I still love McCarthy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
this
was
is the
gonna say,
thing:
you
is this is McCarthy, right? And he did it in Michigan. Run the ball.
Didn't help him.
Don't ask him to drop back 40 times and throw the ball. That's not his game.
You gotta stay ahead of the sticks with him.
McCarthy's a gamer. Okay, he's a very, very good player. His players love him, but play action, run the ball, play strong defense, which is what you have, right? Stay within yourself.
Stay within yourself.
Don't ask him to do something. And that's what a
And
coach
he's still
needs
young,
to.
bro. He looks like a little kid out there. You know
He's
what
an
I mean?
absolute stud.
But
He's
he's
a
gonna be
rookie.
good. But he's gonna be good.
He's basically a rookie,
think the
Adam.
dude's
Give the
like-
ball to Jordan Mason
I think
25
that dude's
times.
like
And that's another thing, right?
Give the ball
Aaron
to Jordan
Jones
Mason.
is Aaron
He's out.
Jones is out.
Out.
Hey, you got Jordan Mason on your fantasy team.
Play him.
I just
Plug
traded him,
in.
but I messed up.
You
I
just
just traded
traded-
him, but I mean, I got value for it, so it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, well, give me
I
the
know,
trade.
but-
Give me your trade. Give me your
Well,
trade.
I just wanted Kamara. I like Kamara because no matter what, he's
I heard you were offered Kamara and you shut it down.
Oh, I'm not touching Kamara.
Yeah,
I want him
Kamara.
just because.
In that defense, absolutely. I mean, with that team, absolutely not.
But he always gets the ball, so I'm like, But Mason, Jones is gonna come back eventually. They're gonna end up splitting.
But give me
touches.
the trade. You got Jordan. You traded away Jordan
Well,
Mason.
I picked up Daniel Jones because I had top waiver wire pick or one of them.
And you
I don't
traded
want
him away,
because I have Lamar.
which I love Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is going to be a diamond in the rough all year. I
traded
really
him
do.
because I just took Brock Purdy. I just wanted Brock Purdy on my bench.
But give me your trade though.
So
give me the
it
trade.
was Daniel Jones and Jordan Mason for Brock Purdy and Kamara. That's all. That's what it was.
You got Kamara and you got Purdy. I'm going to tell you right now on El Americano, I think you lost the trade. I think you lost because you traded away Jordan Mason.
But then again,
I think that's going to be all
year. We
year.
had Mason last year on the Niners. That dude got hurt. He fumbled. He was fumbled. He looks good in those few touches that he get, but he only has 22 touches.
He's going to get goal line touches.
He's going to get all the touches. He's like the only running back over there. But
and
who's
that
to
with
say
Carson
he's going to
Wentz?
stay healthy over there?
Well,
He was kind of.
let's not talk
soft.
about health, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean? McCaffrey looks great right now. If
I'll-
that's what we're talking
of
about.
course.
I'll break your toe right now.
I thought you. Oh,
No, no.
Well, yeah, we can talk about him. We can talk about McCaffrey. We can talk about
Yeah,
both
there's
of
a
them.
lot of
good right
injuries.
now.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think there's like 7 backup quarterbacks playing
Them
this
boys
week.
need to start drinking some milk, bro, and eating their Wheaties, bro. It's a problem.
They clearly don't make them like they used to.
It's a problem.
Yeah,
It really is.
This dude's broken every
Hey,
other.
I can only talk bad about Joe, not you. Not you.
Hey, this dude's broken,
But
man.
your trade though, your trade,
Hey, I might have lost, but I just.
I might have lost it.
I might have lost. I might have won, but we're gonna find out as the season
We
continues.
could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I'm going to tell you right now. I think Jordan Mason over the next 6 weeks is going to produce some nice numbers.
But I had to try to see what I could get. Maybe because nobody wanted him even until the news came out. All of a sudden, as soon as everyone heard Aaron Jones,
Everybody wanted him.
everybody wanted Mason now. All of a sudden, but I was trying to trade Mason.
Sugar, there was a reason for that.
Yeah.
And if there's a guy,
there was a reason for
No,
that.
I know
Sugar.
that because he's not the
there's
best.
a reason.
But there's other people, but
You drank too much sugar.
no. My other running backs though are McCaffrey and Irving. So I felt like Jordan Mason. I was like,
Everybody wants Bucky Irving from you, huh?
Yes, everybody wants
Bucky. What would you trade Bucky Irving for? Give our listeners a little bit like what would you want in return for Bucky?
I don't want nothing.
Oh, you love him.
Not that I love him. I love what I see from him. This he's a game breaker. This
You
dude,
wouldn't trade Bucky for
as soon as the Buccaneers get Tristan Wirfs back, that whole offensive line is changing. The reason why
I knew
Rashad
he
White
was out too.
The reason why
he
Rashad
might
White
play this week, actually.
The reason why Rashad White was getting, everyone was thinking, oh, Rashad White's going to take Bucky's job. That's trash. Rashad White's only getting those yards because they throw him in for passing down. So it's easy to trick the defense, change the flow of the game, and get him running the ball all of a sudden. Now you're kind of like, are they going to run it? Are they going to pass it? So it's easy to throw Rashad White in.
Would you
and have him
trade
run the
Bucky
ball.
Irving for Justin Jefferson straight up right now?
No.
Whoa. How do you
wouldn't.
feel about that?
Oh, I do in a heartbeat.
Nah.
I'm
Jets?
50-50. Maybe
I
tomorrow
like Bucky.
I wouldn't do it.
The
Today I
reason why
would.
is
I don't
because
know.
the reason why I don't like the situation yet so far. I like McCarthy. I just don't like the situation with him not getting the ball
Let
enough.
me ask you another one. Would you trade Bucky for Josh Jacobs?
Yeah. That's a good one right there. Just because the reason why I don't say Justin Jefferson, but maybe for my team, I would take Justin Jefferson because I do need a receiver one quality. But the bad thing about it, he hasn't really shown that yet.
If there's one player out there that you want on your team that you think you can target to trade for, who would you want right now?
You know what?
That the stock's low. Stock's low.
Well, yeah.
Give me some. It's
I
stock
made
low.
a couple trades, right?
Okay.
In our league, I made a couple
Yeah.
trades where I traded for Drake London, right?
Stock's low, which I tell you, Penix.
very low.
you got rid of who's AJ Brown?
No. So what I did was this. I traded for Drake London, and then I flipped them for AJ Brown.
That's
so
what
You guys did a three-way
That's
trade,
what it
huh?
was. That's
No,
what
You
it
didn't do a
no,
menage a trois?
He picked up Drake London. He picked up Drake London the day before.
Yep.
And then he traded
then
for
I
AJ Brown the
I
next
flipped him
day.
for AJ Brown. I needed.
Okay, give the listeners a breakdown. So what did the trade start with? I've been busy the last 2 days.
Oh man, it's crazy.
It's
right?
crazy. So pull it up. I guess I think they want to know what
But the
you
reason
did.
why I like that I got Kamara though, not saying that he's trashing his stock value for his name is what it is though. Because I can try to flip that to somebody and try to exactly what he did to Drake London for AJ Brown. You can go get trade Kamara for someone like that. Try to go get someone that you've been, you know what I mean? And I look at teams that desperately need a running back. Dude, you don't think anyone who needs a running back is going to take Kamara? Like, that's just your one option, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people running backups, but there's not a lot of people that got that run, that, RB1 that's in the league like that.
So you traded AJ Brown.
No,
I
traded Drake London
Okay.
for AJ Brown straight up.
You got
That's
AJ
it.
Brown back.
I got AJ Brown
That's good.
as my number one receiver. Now.
But I thought you wanted him.
I did. I I traded for Drake London. Not sure exactly who I traded away. I'm in 5 different leagues this year, right? I got a lot of trades going on. But so I traded for Drake London, okay?
You gave up Dobbins and Purcell.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was. Yeah,
Dobbins and Purcell.
I gave up Dobbins, right? I have a strong. I have
Shout out to
Bijan,
Pounding the Rock, running
right?
the league. Appreciate it. Appreciate
I got
it, my boy.
Bijan, I got Genty, I got Henderson, who I still believe in those rookies, which is that's something we should talk about, them rookie running backs. But I believe in my running backs, but I needed a true number 1 wide receiver. And you know what? I'm not into, like you said before, I'm not into getting 5th, 6th place in this league.
You want to win.
I want to win.
Yeah.
Gotta go all
And so
in.
the upside is A.J. Brown. I like Drake London, but to me, the real upside is A.J. Brown.
Well, he gets those big passes. They throw him.
Right.
Like look at Smith just got hurt.
But the thing,
Hurt just threw the ball up to him.
But another thing though for me on that Kamara, just tapping into that, why I've traded for him too on that is because I just seen him put up 100 rushing yards against my defense. That's something big to me for someone that's big.
Yeah.
That defense is. I like our defense, but he literally put up 100 yards on us.
Definitely. I mean,
Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, they didn't even get close to that the first week.
They didn't.
Kenneth Kamara was slicing through us, bro. I was kind of surprised. I was like, dang, he still got it.
He's solid. He's solid. He's. I mean, it's just right now everything's still early.
Yeah,
But I think things are not shaping up quite yet. I know after like a month, we'll know it's September football. I always tell everybody it's September football. You don't really know who you are until it's Thanksgiving time, right before Thanksgiving.
When the winter,
like they say in Game of Thrones, winter's coming. When winter's coming, it's winter's coming. But when we hit us down with the list of the matchups this week with the games, and then we'll pick some winners and losers right now. Go break it down here. Get this list, bust it out.
The first game of the week is, Miami, Buffalo.
That's Buffalo.
Yeah.
I whatever the spread is, I want to say. Can you pull the spread? Can you pull that up?
Yeah.
So I think Buffalo, Miami, just to touch on Miami, El Americano nailed that one as well. They're no good. They're no good. Josh, if not Josh.
He might not make it through the year.
And you know what, though? If he does not, I would love for the Bengals.
And we're talking about the head
But
coach.
that's
by the way.
sad though,
but,
because he's a good coach, man.
He is.
He's a dope head coach.
He
man.
is. But I think if he gets canned, I would love for him to be our offensive coordinator. I think he's an offensive coordinator. Sometimes like Salah. Salah was a head coach in New York, but he's a better defensive coordinator. But pull up the spread on that.
They got Buffalo minus 12.5.
Oh no. That's too much. That's blasphemy. You got to take Miami and you take the points.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I'm with that.
I don't see that happening. That's a close case.
What happens if Buffalo kind of like chokes this game though? What if Miami just comes out hot, just ready to play? You know what I mean?
They're going to, and then they're going to get hit in the mouth, and they're going to lose by 10 points.
And it's
but
in
12
Buffalo.
and a half points is an absolute slap in the face
That's
in
a
the
lot.
NFL.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Right? You take Buffalo. You take Miami.
You take
with
Miami.
the points.
You take Miami in the
Right?
points. They didn't look that bad last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's in Buffalo.
Yeah,
It's kinda rough. It's kinda rough, yeah.
I would stay away from it. I wouldn't even bet on it. That would not be a part of my parlay. But give me the next one.
But if you hit on that one for sure.
Give me the
You got
next one.
Falcons at Panthers.
Give me the spread on that.
That's Atlanta minus 5.5.
Atlanta minus 5.5.
Listen, Carolina just lost 2 offensive linemen. Okay? Hey, and you talked about it a little bit earlier, right? Atlanta's young defense, they get after it, man. They drafted the kid out of Georgia.
Yeah.
They drafted the kid out of Tennessee. They come after that
First 3 picks
QB,
were
right?
defense.
I think
They went
Walker.
defense.
I think they even picked somebody up too.
No, they're-
Walker, James Pierce, right?
Yeah.
They get
From the-
after it.
from the Eagles.
Bryce Young hasn't looked too hot. I know
El Americano was right on that one too.
they came back against the Cardinals, right? Like I said, Cardinals got that dark cloud hovering over them, bro. Right? But I got 5.5?
5.5. I think I'll take Atlanta. I wouldn't put them a part of. I'm gonna pick 5 that I'm like I would put these in a parlay. That's not one of them.
I'm with you, though. I'm
You know
taking
what I mean?
Atlanta.
I'll take Atlanta too if you want that one. Give me the next one, Sugar.
It's Packers at Brown in Cleveland.
What's the spread on that one?
That's Green Bay minus 7.5.
Green Bay against who? I'm sorry again.
Cleveland. That's a good defense, man.
I think Joe Flacco. I'm gonna say this for your underdog. Take Joe Flacco for 2 interceptions.
but
200
300 yards, man.
300. Yeah, I can see it.
I can see
being
him
them.
going for 300.
I can see
Joe
Joe
Flacco
Flacco
throwing for 300 against Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Garbage time. Garbage time.
Oh, I don't care.
Garbage time.
This Green Bay defense is almost like I'm watching them out there run away, their physicality, the way they pressure the quarterback. Joe Flacco might not make it through this game, Adam.
And there's a chance of that too. I wanted to say that, but he's tough.
He might not.
What do you have to throw Sanders in?
He might not make it.
Bro, that's the last QB left from that generation, man.
Listen, we talked about Sanders. We're not even
We're
going
not
there with
but
this.
they're gonna throw somebody in. But my thing is, this is what? What's the point spread again? 5?
No, 7.5.
That's Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay.
I'll take Green Bay. I'm not gonna make it a part of the parlay though. But that because I have a feeling they might win by like 6. You know what I mean? So like, but I do like Joe Flacco to go for 300 yards. I think he's gonna do it in garbage time easily.
I think he still has that quick release on him still, man.
And the Njoku, play him.
That's fine.
Judy, play him.
Micah Parsons might break the single game sack record.
Not Joe Flaquito.
Telling you, boy, watch Micah do his thing.
Give me the next one. Give me the next one, sugar.
It's gonna be Texans in Jacksonville.
What's the spread?
Jacksonville -2.
Ooh. See,
I'm gonna take Houston.
I think Houston wins that one.
I think Houston wins it, and
they're gonna come. I know we've been talking a lot about broken toes, broken this. This is a case of 2 broken teams, man. You got Houston, which what has happened with Houston? Jacksonville, what's going on? You hired the new hot coach, right? But like I said, he might not be the man, and I might have hit it and looked in my crystal ball and seen that, Cohen gets fired and I might not make it. Right?
You gotta go, Cohen.
It's not looking good, man, but I'm taking Houston.
Hey, I would like Mike McDaniels over there. Someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
change that up over there.
I don't think anybody can fix Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, it misses a lot of throws. He needs to start taking responsibility. I think the number one thing he needs to do is just cut his hair.
I feel bad for
and try
Brian.
something. He needs news. I don't even know if football's for. Like, it's crazy because he has all the measurable. He looks the part, sunshine, but he just can't do it.
They might have done the dumbest thing I've ever seen done. They traded away a first-round pick next year to move up 2 spots to get Travis Hunter, who's not great at anything. He's an okay
situational player.
Okay wide, and that tells me a lot about that team.
He, Hunter was out there guarding Jamar Chase, and he could not cover him, bro, in that game. I was watching that game closely. They were putting him in for situations.
He couldn't cover Ian Minor in college. He's going to cover Jamar Chase. Deion Sanders knows how to sell players.
Who gets fired first? Cohen or
McDaniels?
McDaniels from Miami.
Well, no, I think McDaniels on the hot seat. Cohen, they spent a lot of money on him.
Yeah, they just signed him. They're kind of like,
But I would hate to be in both their spots right now.
Yeah, I think Cohen, there's going to be just a complete drop off. I think Houston's problem is that their offensive line is horrible, but I see them being able to hit the spread on that.
I feel like
I would take Houston. Not make them a part of the parlay.
I'm pretty sad about seeing CJ Stroud like this, man. It sucks. You know. Well, what I mean?
They traded Larry Tunsil, and I don't understand that. But Sugar, give me the next one.
It's gonna be Cincinnati versus Minnesota.
What's the spread on that one? Give me the spread.
That's gonna be -3 for Minnesota.
2 backup quarterbacks. Carson Wentz.
You got a backup quarterback.
Jake Browning, backup quarterbacks. Carson Wentz.
Oh, we all know what everybody's going to be talking about after that game, right?
We're going to win. I think the hottest story is going to be that we're 3-0.
And the fiance, Jake Browning's fiance. That's all anybody's going to talk about that game. We should just skip that
game.
Minnesota wins that game. They got a strong defense. Brian Flores is going to come get Browning.
We're favored by 3, right?
No,
Minnesota.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, take the Bengals and the points.
What?
I got this. Yeah, we're going to win. We still have an explosive offense. We still have a top running back. We have 2 good receivers. Jake Browning's a little bit more mobile. He can run around. We're going to manage a win. Chase Brown's a stud.
Yeah,
they're going to lean on all those position players. They're going to lean on all of them. All that money's being passed out. They're just going to say, hey, the season's over.
Brian Flores is going to embarrass that offense.
We're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball.
That's fine.
Watch.
That's fine. Brian Flores is going to embarrass that team. The only thing anybody's going to be talking about is Browning's fiance. And that's a wrap.
Hey, the 3 points. We're take the points. We got it. I'll make it a part of the parlay. I'll do a four leg for you. That's one of them. Give me the next one, Sugar.
Pittsburgh in New England. Pittsburgh -1.
Where's it at?
1.5.
Where's it at?
In New England.
In New England, that's a tough one.
I like Steelers on that one.
That's a tough one. I think New England's gonna bounce back. I can see either way. I wouldn't touch the game. I wouldn't touch it at all and bet on it at all. That's a toss-up. What do you think?
Well, I'm taking New England.
Yeah, I want to take New England. It seems like it. Yeah,
I'm going with Drake May. I'm going. Ramondre had a big game. I'm going with that young offensive line in New England. And Pittsburgh's defense hasn't been playing great.
I was going to bring that up right
Yeah,
now.
they haven't
It's
played-
just been
okay.
individuals balling out, not
Right?
as a team.
So I believe I'm taking New England on that one, Adam.
I'll take New England too. I'll get to New England too.
Especially at home.
Respectable.
But I would not touch that
Respectable.
game. I would not bet on that game at all.
Then it's going to be Los Angeles Rams in Philly.
Okay, so this game's interesting. We're going to find out, and it's in Philadelphia.
In Philly, Philly's got minus 3.5.
I think you take the Rams.
I take Rams.
Yeah, you take the Rams. That's basically a pick 'em. I think the Rams.
You take the Rams at 3.5.
Yeah, they take the points. You're taking the points because it's a road game for
It's
them.
3.5. They're giving the Philadelphia Eagles.
No,
they're giving the Rams
three.
3.5.
No,
They're
Philly,
giving-
Philly minus 3.5.
yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of points, man. I really
Well,
like
it's the half point because usually when you're the road team, it's a 3. You know what I mean? So the half a point. I don't know. I think that half a point's gonna come into play.
Me being a Niner fan, I like Los Angeles.
Remember this.
listen.
Remember what I'm gonna say.
I like Devontae, man.
The Rams are gonna lose, and they're gonna lose by 3 points
in this game.
in this game. They're gonna lose by 3 points.
Yeah, Philadelphia's winning this game.
They're gonna win, but the Rams are gonna be competitive, and it's gonna be close, and they're gonna meet each other in the playoffs, and the Rams are gonna cover. I'm gonna make that a part of my parlay. Remember this. You're gonna cover on that half point. You're saying half a point, right?
3.5.
The problem is the Rams have some injuries. You know, I talked to some of my Ram sources, right? A couple of my buddies, right? And Brandon Fisk, right? They're big, strong D tackle in the middle. He's got an abdominal injury. That's big, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That little tush push, stopping Saquon Barkley. I love how young and fast and explosive that Rams defense is. But in Philadelphia, 3.5 points. I'm going Philly.
You going Philly? I like I said, I like the Rams, and I like the Rams to be able to keep it competitive and meet up with them again in the playoffs. And they're gonna lose by a field goal, but they're gonna cover on that half point. I would lock that in right away. I would make that a part of my parlay. So I got Bengals and Rams. Give me the points. Go for it. Next one.
Well, New York Jets versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay minus 6.5.
I'm gonna take the Jets. I think the Jets pull off an upset. That's what I think. I think they're gonna be able to run the ball. I think they're gonna be. I think this is gonna be an upset. I think
Tampa
low
Bay
key-
blows them out.
No. You take the points, but let me tell you something. Aaron Glenn's doing a good job over there. Aaron Glenn's a good coach. They're going to find a way to win the game. They ran into a bump this last week. They're going to be fine. Justin Fields got hurt. He's not out completely yet. I don't think so.
But if he is hurt, Tyrod Taylor's your backup.
So I'm going with sugar on that. I'm going Tampa Bay by 14.
Ooh.
Baker goes in there with that injury. It don't matter.
Or even 21.
The Jets quarterback is going to probably be out of this game. Baker goes in there with that stingy defense, and they take it to the Jets and dominate that
I
game.
think, I think the Jets cover.
Dominated by
21.
Tampa.
I take the Jets. This is where you bump your money right here. This is where I think the Jets are going to do it. Where's it at? It's in New York?
It's
Tampa.
It's in Tampa.
Oh.
You might have to.
No, I'm gonna stick with what I want. I'm going to stick with that. I'm not going to make it a part of my parlay, but I'm going to back out from that, but I'll just do this too.
Respectable.
He's like, you might say, go give me the next one. Just trust me on this. Trust me.
Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans.
Indianapolis Colts are the hottest team in the
they're
AFC right now.
Minus 4.5.
I think with the Colts, Warren is a top tight end in fantasy this year.
He might not play.
He might not play. This is breaking news.
He also has a toe injury, Adam.
What's going on with toes? It started with me on that Friday.
You know what? Everybody keeps wearing these Jordan 1s from 1985. Maybe they should start wearing these new shoes, bro, with some space age technology. But what are you doing wearing shoes from 1985,
I also noticed
baby?
Burrow covered the Nike swoosh on his shoes.
Yeah.
Well, you told me that.
That's
Yeah.
a money grab, baby. Like, hey, no one signed him. He's actually signed by Aldo, I believe. Not Aldo. Aloe, I forget the brand, right? It's
Oh,
new
yeah,
hip-
yeah.
It's
It's
this
a
new
new
hip brand,
thing.
right? But so I think he's trying to find some money there. So that's what's going on with that.
Huh.
But Tyler Warren just went on the injury list. He's got a toe issue. He might not play.
Old Lou Alamaru, I can't pronounce his name, our former
Yeah.
defense coordinator, he's balling out over there.
Yeah.
The guys are flying around, they're making plays.
But do you believe? Well, you've always believed in Daniel Jones. My thing is this,
I've
man.
always believed. I
Listen.
told you 2 years ago he was a top 10 quarterback.
And his deep
That
ball's
he could-
nice.
And you know what? And the Giants fell for that trick too.
Yeah.
And they paid him a ridiculous amount of money. And then they fell flat on their
I
face.
think New York was too much for him. Indianapolis is perfect.
Well, listen, if New York is too much for you, then so will the NFL in the playoffs. And Daniel Jones is going to fall flat on his face because he ain't that guy.
I think they might win the division.
It's just one of those
Well,
things.
I mean, that's not saying much in that division.
I was going to say, there's not really.
What's the spread on that one again?
That's Indianapolis minus 4.5.
Indianapolis -4.
No, they're gonna run the ball. Jonathan Taylor, hey,
I was wrong on that. I was wrong on that.
Jonathan Taylor's
Yeah.
balling.
Yeah, he's
gonna
balling.
run the ball. They got
Oh, I
a
was
good
wrong on that
offensive
one.
I feel
line.
bad, man, for Cam Ward, man. Those receivers are not catching nothing for that dude, man.
They'll
That
fix it.
sucks.
Cam Ward is special, but
They're
they'll
gonna be
fix
okay. They got the right guy. They know they got the right quarterback. It's
Cam
just
Ward's
he's young.
dope. I like him. I like him. Respect him.
He's cool, but I like Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Give me the next
Indianapolis.
one, Sugar.
It's going to be Raiders in Washington. Washington -3.5.
Put the Raiders to bounce back. Pete Carroll ain't gonna let that happen. The Raiders bounce back big this week and put it together, and the Raider fans are happy again.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I would put that in the parlay. Rams,
There's a chance.
Bengals, Raiders. Rams, Bengals, Raiders. That sounded good.
Ooh, I like it too.
Give me the next one. How many more we got? 2?
There's a few more.
Okay.
There's going to be Broncos versus the Chargers. They got the Chargers -3, -3.
Take the Chargers. Take the Chargers. I think the Broncos, Bo Nix. Oh, he's making bad decisions. I think Sean Payton's losing his hair. I wouldn't be surprised next week Sean Payton shows up and he doesn't have a toupee. He has a toupee on or something. Because
Listen,
he's making
Bo-
some bad throws.
Bo Nix over there yelling at him on the sideline. Listen, Bo,
You
know
ain't-
your role,
you
man.
ain't Drew yet.
You're a second-year quarterback,
Yeah.
okay, with a great defense.
How about
Quit-
Trevor Lawrence? Tell him go ahead.
Hey,
telling
Buccaneers
you, man.
just lost a guard right now
Oh,
to a season-ending injury.
maybe El
He got
Americano
riled
knows
up.
something.
That's Cody Mock, man. That's a tough
Went down
guard
by
there.
a knee right there. His knee.
See,
Yeah, that hurts because Wirfs is not 100% healthy.
who plays defensive tackle for
but
the
he-
Jets?
He might be playing Quentin Williams,
Oh,
right?
an
He's
animal.
a stud.
He's Sauce is playing a
stud,
little
man.
under. But
so
like,
you got Denver or you got
I got the Chargers.
You
I've
got
been
the
big on the Chargers
all
from
day,
day one. Yeah,
Chargers are gonna
Chargers.
be good.
Give me the next
They're
one,
gonna be
Sugar.
tough.
Give me the next one.
We got New Orleans Saints versus Seattle. Seattle -7.5 for sure. That's
I would take money line on
It's in
Seattle.
Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
yeah, it's in Seattle. Yeah.
7.5 points.
I'm taking Seattle.
Defense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Rattler just
I think
Craps the bed.
that's going to be
Out in Seattle, it's not easy.
That's
playing
gonna
out
be
there.
7.5 points.
it's going to be the coming out party. And Spencer Rattler right there with the 12th man in Seattle falls apart.
Their
And I
defense
think
is solid,
Seattle
too.
just hits him in the mouth.
What's name was out last week? The DB for Seattle,
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon. Yeah, they got a killer secondary. I'm gonna take Seattle, but like man, I would tease it. I would tease it and bring it down under 7.5. Tease it all the way down to 6. That's what I would do. I just feel like that 7.5. I don't like that half, but Seattle. The next one.
Dallas versus Chicago. They got Dallas -1.
Is Caleb gonna paint his fingernails or no? Do you have any insight on that?
I don't got nothing on that
Wait,
one.
I like
who was
it.
his nail tech? Cardi B's nail tech? Or who was it?
no.
Oh, Angel
Hey,
Reese.
Speaking about
It was Angel Reese's nail tech.
Diggs got Cardi B pregnant. They say Cardi B's pregnant by Diggs.
But did you see what it? He's got 3 other women pregnant.
Did you
right
say
now?
Antonio Cromartie? He wants a rival Antonio Cromartie.
I read that man has 3 other women pregnant other than Cardi B. And Cardi B's over there on national television talking about like, oh, you know, I'm in love
Mi
with my
amor.
baby daddy. Can you believe that? And this dude has 3 other women pregnant.
Man,
He's
no
a-
wonder
he's a
it's not
playmaker.
showing up on
He's
the
a playmaker. He's a playmaker.
not on the
It's a
field right
crazy
now.
world we live
The
in,
other
baby.
field, man.
It's a crazy
That's
world we
crazy.
live
And
in.
because of that, he's going to work really hard and he's going to start catching a lot of balls, start him because he's got a lot of mouths to feed.
Well, you know what though? Cardi B got a lot of money.
Oh,
Yeah, he ain't even tripping.
Wait
He's
until she
sitting
don't
on
want him no more.
Child support.
So who you got there, baby? Dallas, Chicago?
I got Dallas.
Where's it at and what's the spread
They
again?
got Dallas -1 in Chicago though.
-1?
Yeah, in
What do they know that I don't know?
So this is what I'm doing here, okay?
Take the Bears.
I'm going to ride with the Bears. I'm going to ride with, I realize Dallas is feeling themselves. I know the defense has been feeling themselves, but I think they come back down to earth and they become who they become. And Ben Johnson, after that rear
loss.
whooping that he took in Detroit, has been working night and day, and he's going to do everything he can.
He got embarrassed. He got embarrassed.
He looks fired up.
Chicago squeaks out a win.
Whoa.
Take that to the bank.
And money line.
Hey, Adunze's
I
gonna
like
go
Chicago,
off.
baby.
Adunze's gonna go off that game.
I like Chicago.
I could see that happening because, hey, these are grown men. Paint fingernails or not. But the thing is, if they do not bounce back after a loss like that, their season is over. They better be competitive. They better not lose by 10 points. They better be in the game with 2 minutes left.
And Dallas is kind of riding on something that ain't real, man.
I like Dallas. What do you mean? What do you mean?
They're okay, but their defense isn't very
No,
good.
they're playing better than what people thought they were
They're
going to play.
playing above what they
You
are.
only play who's in front of you. You can't, things shift.
Absolutely not.
Injuries, all this happens.
Emotions play a big factor on that football field, Adam, and they're feeling themselves a little too much because everybody's talking about Micah. Chicago is winning that game.
I feel that Dak, low key, I'm going to say it right here, right now, is going to go on a run, and he's going to earn some votes to win MVP.
Well, I mean, I hope so, because he's my fantasy quarterback in about 3 leagues. So.
I think you nailed that.
I'm like, you're praying.
Yeah.
I think you nailed that. I think
that.
Dak's going to put up big numbers when it comes to wins and losses.
Fantasy don't always equate to wins.
Yeah,
in the NFL,
that's where it's going to get a little
Yeah.
foggy and a little gray. But Dak, I'm enamored by Dak this year, and like the evolution of him.
Well, you know
he's
what
creepy.
it is though. I feel like it's gonna be this run game if they can keep establishing it, and you know what
Williams.
I mean? Yeah, if they can
And
keep
then
establishing
Turpin's, but I think he's out. He's been looking good too.
So,
CeeDee Lamb's
when you
always
got
a dog.
George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, you got enough.
Ferguson's need to pop in
Ferguson,
there.
yeah.
But it's like I told you, it's the offensive line. It's very young. But what's the next one, Sugar?
it's Arizona versus San Francisco in San Fran.
And then what do they get?
Minus 2.5 for
you
San
guys?
Fran. Yeah.
You take San Fran. That's a lock too.
San Fran's taking that.
Yeah, San Fran, Raiders, Bengals,
Rams.
and Rams. Those are the 4. Take those 4 to the bank. Take them. I like those 4. I don't even need to hear the last one. What's the last one?
Well, there's 2 more.
Okay.
There's Kansas City versus the Giants in New England or in New York. Kansas City -6.
Okay, if you want to get crazy, what's the point spread for the Giants and the Chiefs? I'm going to get crazy right now. We're going to add another leg to the parlay. This is what I'm going to do.
Point spread is 45.5.
No. What's the point spread? That's the over-under.
-6.
Yeah.
-6, yeah.
Take the Giants money line. I think the Giants are going to beat the Chiefs. I think the sky's going to be coming down. I think the Giants defense has not hit their stride completely. And I think they're not a good matchup for Kansas City. They're not a good matchup. You heard it here first on El Americano. No one on Sunday leading up to the game is going to tell you this. I'm telling you this right now. The Giants are going to pull off an upset. Where's the game? I don't even care.
It's in New York.
They're going to win.
Andy Reid will not lose to that defense.
This is when you know the empire is falling. Because something's going to happen out of the
what happens
norm.
if the Chiefs go
Let's
0-3?
talk a little bit about Kansas City, though.
Ooh, I
okay?
can say I can struck a nerve with you guys.
My point, because I know Kansas City a little bit, right? I watched them. Kansas City is not far off from winning a lot of things. They just need a trade. They need a field stretcher.
They need
Go.
Hill.
Rashee Rice is going to come back soon. Kansas City, be careful, bro. Pat Mahomes is looking good. Their defense is looking good. Andy Reid is who Andy Reid is.
Travis
He's
Kelce's
a
looking
stud.
old.
Old, very old. A shell of himself. But that's why they need Rashee Rice
yeah.
and they need a field stretcher.
I just think that New York's got kryptonite, and they're not a good matchup. They're not a good style matchup. Just like the way Canelo got rocked by Crawford and got touched up and got peppered. It's like the same thing. Like, man, the Giants are taking it to them because they're going to get physical up front. Sexy Dexy's going to get down.
People, huh?
They're going to surprise. And don't even take the points. Take the money line.
Ooh.
Make your 20 to 700,
You heard it
800.
here first, man.
That's all I'm doing. That's what I do.
Adam's feeling it.
I'm feeling the Giants.
Nothing wrong with that one.
Give me
And
another
then
one.
if you got Jared Goff and Lamar, man, it's gonna be
That's the last game.
it's gonna be Detroit versus Baltimore in Baltimore, and they got Baltimore winning -4.5.
I think Baltimore's going to kick their ass. That's what I think.
I think it's gonna be a shootout.
I think Jared Goff's due to have another bad game. He's due to just be like, I just threw 3 picks because the Ravens defense, they're getting trashed on constantly. Like they're not playing up to
because they're a good defense.
The
They're a good
Pittsburgh and them are not like that. They don't. This is not normal.
They're
for
not.
them.
They're a good defense, but I just think it's gonna be a shootout, man. Because we just see. I mean, obviously they've been getting crapped on a little bit for that game they lost to Buffalo, but I mean this offense is just as explosive as that one could be.
I feel that Detroit last week got back to the running game, which I had a feeling they were going to do to get back to like what makes them good. And I think Baltimore knows that, and they're going to shut it down. And Detroit's going to panic.
Hey, it was crazy seeing Cleveland shut down Derrick Henry though.
So that takes me into Baltimore. I believe Derrick Henry is gonna hit
Bounce
them in
back.
the mouth, and he's gonna run for a lot of yards, baby.
Wait,
I wish it was
give
in
me some
Detroit.
numbers on Derrick Henry.
Oh, Derrick Henry's going for 135.
135?
2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
135, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry's gonna have himself a game, and I'm with you on that.
I don't want that.
Baltimore's
I don't
gonna
want
whoop
that.
them.
I think Baltimore's going to kick their ass.
I don't want that. I
I'm
want
the
Lamar to
quarterback.
go for like 350.
Yeah.
I have Lamar, man. I need him to go for 350.
I think Detroit there's going to be a little situation with Detroit constantly back
That's
and
gonna
forth.
be a shootout,
Who-
man.
who-
For
who
some
they
reason,
are.
I just feel like that's gonna be a shootout game right there.
But I'll take Baltimore. I'll take Baltimore. Give up
Baltimore
the
too.
points all day. But remember, the key take to this is the Giants. I'm going to circle back around that. I'm going to double down. I'm telling you guys, Giants in a parlay. And the sky is going to be falling in Kansas City. And me being a Bengal fan, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. So, for my final thoughts, I wanted to circle around. We've been doing a lot of talking here at El Americano about supporting and going to the Fresno State game. We'll be letting you guys know when we're going to be heading out there. We're going to go, a lot of us, and go support. And I just feel like the attendance, the editor and producer has been sharing with me the attendance has been going up, but on TV it looks like that is not the case. So with that said, I would love to show up. We're going to be doing some stuff out there. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. Follow us on Instagram at El Americano. We'll let you know all that good stuff. But thank you again for tuning in. Today's September the 16th. And we look forward to seeing you guys again. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me I'm crazy for my Giants take, or let me know that you're going to ride with me. But thank you very much. Adios.